So, are you one? What am I talking about? Well, are you one of the millions of people that have been doing this over the last year? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Lovely to see you today. Hope you're all keeping well on this brand new year. Welcome 2022, eh? But if you're wondering where I am today, behind me is a rather famous building. If you watched all of those big police dramas of the 1950s and 60s, do you remember things like Fabian of the Yard, Scotland Yard, all of those things? They were all those big black and white TV dramas that took off on television because we all like to see inside the secrets of Scotland Yard. Now, Scotland Yard, this was the second building, not the first building, the second building, but this was the corner where those big black Mariahs came speeding round, as the voiceover said, and criminals will be brought to justice by all the people in the wonderful building behind you called Scotland Yard. Wonderful, wonderful shows. And again, once again, I often say this on the show, I know, but well worth a look around these places when you come to London because, as I say, it's steeped in history. And when you think of the, or shall we say, infamous people that have come down this road and possibly not to return back up the road, it does make a bit of a chilling thought. But back as ever to your entertainment story of the day today. Well, basically what I'm alluding to today is something that's kind of rather shocked me, because if, like me, growing up, every Saturday you went out with your pocket money to buy one of these. What am I talking about? No, not Saturday morning pictures or cinemas or cartoons or whatever you went to see, but records. And it appears that records are making a big comeback. And when I say records, for those younger watching who possibly think, oh Neil, what are you waffling on about? I'm talking, of course, about the vinyl revolution. The vinyl revolution, as we all know, for our younger boomers out there, started really in the late 50s with the invention of the 45 taking over from the 78, became very big business for, well, over 25 years until the real advent of the CD, mini disc, and now what we're left with is streaming. But it appears that vinyl is on its way back, and how? According to new music research, it's proven that over the last year, millions more have started rebuying vinyl albums again, including those of modern artists like Adele and Coldplay. Now, what they normally do, these bands, is they put out these albums as a sort of collector's edition, sometimes a coloured vinyl, you know, to try and make sure you buy them. And obviously, in this day and age, they're a little bit more hefty to produce than back in the day when they made millions every week. And of course, these were the artists that truly did break molds. Interesting to note, though, that still some of the biggest sellers in vinyl are none other than the Carpenters, Perry Como, even Tab Hunter. An album of his apparently has sold quite a lot in the last year. And of course, let's not forget British stalwarts like the wonderful Marty Wilde, Billy Fury, Cliff Richard. These are the people apparently we're going back out to collect. If, like me, you're a little bit further forward, though, you'll be thrilled to know that even Bruce Springsteen, Kate Bush and Boney M have made a revival back on vinyl. Now, what is the big attraction? Well, apparently, according to those music insiders, it's all about real ownership, taking something, making it your own, and feeling actually like you've bought something. I totally agree with that. I don't know if you do, that when you download something or stream something, you don't exactly feel you own it. You've listened to it, but there's nothing to read, and there's nothing to collect. And part of the collecting of vinyl was truly part of the game, wasn't it? As ever, let me know if you're one of the many millions in the last year that's decided to go back to buying vinyl, or indeed even a CD. It's seemingly that it's now big news. And more importantly, what was your very first vinyl record? Well, I think mine, in fact, may have been the Wombles. Now, if you're not quite sure about the Wombles, they hung around Wimbledon Common. They were a children's TV series, picking up all the litter. They were green even before Greta. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.